Tuesday. Ooh, it is cold up here, but I am going to be heading out for a nice cross-country ski. But before I do that, let's do a quick review of what's going on in the market, where we are likely going to be headed this week, and what I'm seeing in the market. You guys know I do follow the dark pools. If you'd like to come and join us and learn more about the dark pools, come on over to thedarkpools.com. I do teach in there every week. I would love to see you there. I'm just cleaning up my charts a bit over here. Let me make sure that there's no feedback. Awesome. Hi, Terry. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's turn off this one. And let's get ready to rock and roll. Hello, Marco. How's the weather in LA? Were you affected by all that rain out there? I hope you didn't lose any power. We've got cold winter weather here. And hello, Oleg. All right. If there's anything you guys want to see in the chat, let me know. Otherwise, we are going to pull it on over. I do have the SPY up. Check that out. We have the 24-hour. Let's bring this and make it a big chart right here. All right. This is our 200 exponential moving average right here, this blue dotted line, which is at 398.26. What was our high of the day? 423, right? So we did pop up. We came up here. Hey, Troy. And then we pulled back down. You can see the point of control. I do love the point of control. You know what? I think I'm going to do a point of control video. What do you guys think? Think I should do a point of control video? I'm going to do a bricks video this week as well. So get a couple extras in there for you guys to understand. You can see over here we are below that. AMD, yeah, I'll check it out for you, Marco, no problem. So we have been cruising up above these moving averages on the 15-minute chart. And you see we came down and we tested that 200 exponential, pretty powerful moving average to have on your chart. Are we going to top off and come back down? But before I do that, is that a yes to the bricks, or what's that a yes to? Sometimes it's a little delayed on my end, so just give me a heads up. All right, so let's go here. The 22nd of January, 2020. Let's go back. Let's rewind. This is the Tuesday. Let's see what happened to the week. We had a pretty narrow week, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, up day, down day, up day, Friday, boom. All right. Now, we were also at Mercury in retrograde until Mercury in retrograde, excuse me, started the 17th of February until March 10th. So the entire time we came down. Okay. So we started that sell-off in January. Are we going to have that this year, right? We have a lot going on Thursday, debt ceiling vote, blah, blah, blah. It's a Thursday for the announcements for this week. Tomorrow, we do have the CPPI numbers. Yeah, CPPI, core PPI numbers, month over month, retail sales. And we also have the industrial production. We had lower than expected numbers today. And then that brings us to the 19th. Uh-oh. Also, if you look at January 19th, that's 119. If you flip that around, what does that say? 911. Uh-oh, are we in trouble on Thursday? We'll see. We also have unemployment claims, building permits, and housing starts. So where are we, right? Let's come back to today. Go back here, bloop, right back here. So this week, are we going to come back down? Are we going to see that we move back down to 389.39? Likely a good chance of that. So we're going to see we are hitting that 200 exponential. This is day 1, day 2. Today is day 3, and we have a bit of a selling wick. Let me eliminate this. You can see it a bit better there, right there, that selling wick. And 400 is a pretty high round number. We sold over here from the point of control over here, 401.90. I'll try to make it so that it's pretty easy. Maybe I'll do it a live stream tomorrow. We'll go over it. Just on that, and you guys can ask questions. Okay, so we have this We are having volume drop off as we're testing that 400 level. Let's pull this over. I can hear the recycling truck coming down here at 161. So if we break above, we're kind of in between these two. So if we go below 395, boom, I think we're definitely going to come back down to the 389.50 area. If we go above, I think there's a good chance that we could come up here and test the 400, 401 area, probably 401.80. So keep that all in mind. All right, levels today, above 398.60. There's a good trade. Oh yeah, you betcha. There was. Oh my goodness, I'm starting to sound Canadian. Qs as well, up above 281. Well, did we have a nice trade? Yes. There was another beautiful one. Did you catch any of these, Troy? IWM, 187 up to 180. Nice trade there too. Dow Jones. Dow, 30 stocks. We have an inverted hammer right here. Sorry, just a hammer actually. And now we're coming back down. If we close below, that's not necessarily a good sign, right? We see VXX is up slightly. VIX is pretty flat. The dollar is down just a touch today, but we're seeing that we're trading sideways over here. Let's put this on a 3-hour chart. I do like the 3-hour chart and the 3-day chart. Well, we're hitting that 33 exponential moving average at 102.51. Typically, we tend to see that as the dollar drops, that we usually will see the commodities increase. However, today we're seeing that gold has pulled back and looks like it might be reconsolidating down here, ready for that next move up. Silver as well came down, testing the trend line right here. You can see we actually hit it to the penny on the 3-hour chart, and we're bouncing right there. Yeah, I hear ya. Also, today is like a Monday. Even though it's a Tuesday, it's like a Monday, right? So let's look at Tesla. Tesla was on the list for potential long today. Wow, look at that, up above 126. Nice move to the upside, pulled back, and then surged again. We are testing the highs over here, 130. All right, let's look at Mara. Mara has had some of that dark pool activity. When you start to see that the dark pools really run the show, you become more interested in learning about it, and you want to learn how to really trade it. So come on over to the darkpools.com. We rock it over there. All right. Amazon pulled back today. Oh wait, look, we hit that 161 exponential and then we bounced, right? Also the 4 over here. We're hanging around. We do have a bigger dark pool level right there, right? Let's look at Coinbase. Coinbase, actually, I went and got my nails done yesterday, and my nail lady, Tram, she had her Coinbase wallet locked. Are they doing this to other Coinbase holders where they are taking their coins? Kind of like FTX did, but FTX wasn't quite so transparent about it. At least Coinbase said, we're delisting some of these coins. I don't know. This sort of move on Coinbase, not sustainable in my opinion. Not sustainable. Also happening on Bitcoin as well. Let's look at Apple. Apple is up today. We did test the 3.5 million level right here. Curious to see if we close above this or not, right? We are still in a bigger downward trend. Until we were to break up above here, I personally would not get in. I am not trusting the market this week. We also have the Federal Reserve, Federal Reserve events. We have FOMC meetings. Let's go here, monetary policy, the calendars and meetings, the 31st, right? So we have earnings going on this week. We have other statements coming out, press conference on long run monetary goals and policies. Principles for reducing the size of the federal balance sheet. They're going to talk about it on the 25th and 26th, but release it to the public on the 16th. Oh, isn't that nice? We're just going to release it 2 weeks later, right? Kind of like they do with everything. We're going to release the minutes of the FOMC 2 weeks later. NEO today had downward momentum right here. came down, hit that 15 exponential. We're bouncing off of this trend line. This could be a potential long entry here. We've also bounced off of the 33 exponential over here at 11.24. If I were to get in, I would use $11 or just below it as my stop, in my opinion. Could easily head on up to 12.30, 12.40 over there. All right, Intel, big volume up here at the top, and we're starting to roll over. We do have earnings coming up on the 26th of January, so keep that in mind. This sort of move, unusual, right? That sort of run up is unusual. Intel is likely affecting the Dow. Let's look over here. Let's look at the Dow, and we do have, where's Intel? Right there, down. It's really Verizon. Looks like it's pulling it down. Verizon is pulling it down, as well as Dow Chemical. JP Morgan, ooh, Travelers, not doing so well, huh? Those are probably the ones, and Goldman Sachs. Yes, Goldman Sachs did talk about cutting back and reducing 6% of the workforce. In fact, I did tweet this earlier. I'm going to pull it up because it's important to know. How often do we see that the banks are laying people off? Morgan Stanley, yeah, we're right sizing. We're not laying off, we're right sizing. Goldman Sachs reduced down by 6%. Credit Suisse, 9,000 in layoffs. Wells Fargo lost 6% in the fourth quarter. Bank of America says no plans, and JP Morgan was up their workforce 2% in the fourth quarter. So looking at that, are we going to see that the banks are going to increase in their movement to the upside? Looking to see if we start to really roll over from Friday. Banks were moving up. They started down, then moved up. Are we topping off up here, where we seem to have hit a bit of a resistance with this volume weighted anchor price, roughly at $36, right? If we close above that, yeah, okay. Maybe we're going to see a nice little return. Here, let's put another volume weighted anchor price right down here. Where are we? So really above 36 or below 35.60. Below 35.60, I'm going to be more of a bear on the banks. All right, let's look at Bank of America right there. That was a nice segue. We came up, we almost hit that 200 exponential, had earnings on Friday. We are pulling back, right? Bank of America does tend to have smaller movements. However, if you are an options trader, the options do tend to be a little less pricey and still pay out fairly well. Let's look at Microsoft, one of the top 5 for the indexes. A little bit of sideways price action, did not really break out. Some pretty good price levels to watch today. $239.50, little move up, almost $1.50, $1.40 there. Came back down to that, 33 exponential moving average, and it bounced, right? We were down here at the 200 exponential, shot up, pulled back, and potentially that next wave up again. All right, let's look at Meta, formerly Facebook. So we are pulling back from the high up here. Earnings is coming up first week of February, February 1st. So is this going to be a move further? So right here. If we go below 133, yeah, I think we're going to see a bigger move to the downside. Next stop would be 127, 124.60, and then on back down here to 116. Okay, any other questions besides AMD? Anything else you guys want to check out today? So AMD, we are testing a resistance level up over here. Let's put it on the daily chart, probably will help, right? Let's throw on a little trend line. So we have trend line here. We have a trend line here. And we have another trend line here. So we've broken out. I would look maybe for a test to come back down to this 69 level and then move up. If you also look at it, that's a bit of an inverted hammer. If we move up higher, likely test up to 77.59. So I would look to see, hey, if it comes down, 69 would be my risk for exit if I were to get out. If I were getting in right here, I would look at, hey, 73 up to 77, that's going to be, or 72 up to 77, that's 5 points, but back down would be 3 points. 3 to 5, is that a good ratio? Maybe not, right? All right, let's look at Dash. So DoorDash is moving up. Here's what we have to remember too. DoorDash is just about doing, they just started adding returns on, I think, to Amazon, that you can use it with DoorDash. And look, Starbucks is expanding delivery. So this could have a potential move. First test would likely be the $56 range, $56.80, $58. Then if we're able to clear $58.60 on up to $64. It has broken out of this downward trend at the moment, which was pretty big resistance there. And maybe let's check this out, see where this goes. Look at that, how that sort of held as support around the bottom, potential move up here. Yeah, 64 as well, and then on up to 64.82. All right, so let's look at, let's check out Pan American Silver. Love this one. It is hitting the 200 exponential moving average. Had some bigger volume that came into it over here. And in my opinion, I think that there's still some potential to move to the upside. It's a bit extended from the support area down here. But it could be where we see this. Let's put it on a 3-day. And then we're going to move on up to 2180. So still, if I were just getting in right now, I would look at this and say, hey, you know what? I would use this area of 18 as my risk. And I would say, hey, if it goes back below 18, then I've got all this, $3, 50 cents to $3, $3.30. That's pretty good reward to me, right? I personally got in back here, back in August, down here. So loving the returns so far. All right, also another one that I do have in my longer term holdings, Wheaton Precious Metals, Silver and Gold as well. And this one is testing a bit of a resistance over here and here that we've seen in the past. 3-day chart looks like we're clear, right? We're starting to really move up. We could see on this, we might have a test up here at 44.86 and 47.84, 47.88. Big areas right there. Above that, I would say this is going to head on up to new highs. When we look at it on the 24-hour chart, it tested on Friday. Are we going to top out here? We do see that the volume is slowing a little bit. However, this is our second to last one before it's just free, clear skies and pretty big volume down below. So are we going to see that this is going to continue up? If, again, I got in on this one back in the bottom end of August down here. So nice returns already. And looking for further move to the upside with inflation that is not transitory, right? Oh yeah, remember? Inflation, it's transitory. And we have Janet Yellen talking about Friday, so just be prepared. Any other questions? Anything else you guys would like to look at? McDonald's. Looks like it's testing a bit of a trend line right there. All right. Have an amazing day. Let me put this back up. I'm about to go head out and get cold, maybe not, warm up with a little cross-country skiing. First one of the season with the beautiful snowstorm we had last week. We're due to get another one on Thursday, so maybe I'll go out and ski in the snow. All right, Carpe Profit, seize those profits.